Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Sleepy Celestial. Now guys, this is going to be a very special part of this event. Now, from what we saw from the previous video, watching the heading to the final, we saw that in the semifinals, the USA as well as Kenyan athletes did not able to qualify. So similar to what happened in 2016 when the athlete kind of pushed Allyson Felix's hand, they got disqualified. They had to sign a petition. So when the petition went to go, they told them they had to run alone on the track. So similar to that, now the two athletes have to now do the same thing and run basically their own race in order for them to qualify. Now if they qualify faster, now they could get back into the race for the final. Now I always say this is a very learning process, because you could see why, and certain rules exist in the world of track and field, to see that when you see things like that happen, you have a small window of chance where you could appeal it, so that way you can run again. Now, depending on how long the break that you get to go back and rerun, that will play a part into that. So, without further ado, let us start the 4x4 for the men's now.
Against Kenya, this race for the two teams who were both, as they say, affected by the actions of Zambia.
Like I said, and when they see the team that did that, they will disqualify the team that hurt the other two teams, which was Zambia. Now that they will be disqualified, and then the other two teams will be able to qualify.
Who got themselves disqualified actually for all of that in Heat 2 yesterday of the 4x400 metres. The winner between the USA and Kenya here will qualify for lane 1 in the final later tonight.
All right.
Kip career faster, 44.96 his split, and he is starting to gain. Coming around the top.
It's never easy to like really challenge your brain to actually run like you're running with a group of people. Now this is different because they actually let two teams run with each other, and if America wins, they get to be entered back into the it's like a subtle death, like battle to the fight to the finish. Whoever wins basically gets to be at the very top.
Then for the final time, a place in the World Championship final at stake.
This is amazing.
100 meters and McIver is holding the gap now.
He's holding. Oh,
starting to extend.
Come on, my
the
dude.
USA with his second chance at life. The defending champions will be back
2
in
minutes
the final
and 58.
tonight. They win the rerun.
So this was it. Like I said, this was just a learning experience to show you guys that in the world of track and field, things like this will happen, but petition and other things that falls into these things helps you understand why rules exist. And if you're like a veteran, you would tend to know, like for an example, I'm gonna use Allyson Felix yet again, how she knew the rules so much to the point where she knew they had a time to finish the race, so they didn't just walk off because they got disqualified. They still continued the race and finish, and then sign a petition so they could rerun. Now I remember they ran the fastest qualifying round, thus bumping them into the favorable lane, but due to controversy they were stuck in lane 1, and they still won in lane 1. So without further ado, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the men's 4x4 final, and then we will do the women's 4x4 final later.